have to do equal time, Barking Guy. So we have the Michelle Lujan Grisham theme. Every breath you take, I'll be watching you. This is Lena Horne and Stormy Weather. So we have equal time.
Keeps raining all the time.
So does that sound fair enough? Equal time?
Yep.
Stormy weather and every breath you take. Barking Guy rejoins us, and we were given kind of the recap of what happened last week, and you were talking about voting. You know, the early voting's underway.
Yep.
So if you just absolutely have to vote early, you can vote now. And and with gas prices as expensive as they are, you've always got some great advice on how to kind of economize your trips that you take into town every day, right?
Yep, and I like voting in conjunction with events.
Yeah.
And I can tell you about conjunction with football.
Okay.
You can vote before the polls close, then go to the game. And as I said earlier, I voted in conjunction with the Artesia-Roswell game, and I was number 266 in Artesia.
Okay.
This week, on October 21st, that's Friday, we have Carlsbad versus Las Cruces. Goddard versus...
The Bulldogs.
Yep, that's right. Goddard versus Artesia.
The Bulldogs.
Dexter versus Tucumcari.
The Rattlers. Are they still the Rattlers or the Tigers?
They're still the Rattlers,
Rattlers.
I think.
Okay.
Loving versus Texaco.
Coyotes? Is Texaco the Coyotes or the Cowboys? Do you remember?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
But those four games, plus there's one game on the 22nd. Navy Broncos versus Northeastern Oklahoma A&M College.
Okay.
That's at 2 o'clock. For that one, if you're in Eddy County, the best place to vote is in Artesia at the sub office, and then you go straight up 285 to the Wool Bowl.
There you go. I believe they still are the Rattlers. I see a snake around there too. The Max Preps app is the worst place to look for that kind of information, unfortunately.
And Carlsbad and Las Cruces, Las Cruces couldn't do it, but Carlsbad, you would vote at the clerk's office and then go to the game.
That's
Goddard
right.
and Artesia, you got Artesia voting here at the sub office, and Goddard voting at St. Mary's, which is their clerk's office in Chaves County. And Dexter Tucumcari, well, the Dexter people have to go up to St. Mary's and then go back for their game.
Okay, so they don't have any convenience centers other than at the county offices for
Right
early
now.
voting.
Hagerman Joyce Center will open up next week.
Next week, okay.
But that's Tuesday and Thursday only.
Gotcha. Tatum is the Coyotes, by the way.
Yep, Tatum's the Coyotes.
They are the Coyotes. Yep.
So, vote.
That's right.
Just vote.
Yeah, do it.
Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
This week in old-time radio and radio history. October the 18th, Perry Mason premiered in 1943
On the radio.
on the radio.
And who played Perry Mason on the radio? Do you remember?
I know that the same guy that was Captain Quince in Fort Laramie.
Was the first Perry Mason on radio?
I'm not sure.
Let's see.
I
According
know
to
he was on TV.
According to Wikipedia, Bartlett Robinson was the first actor to portray Perry Mason. Then it was Santos Ortega, Donald Briggs, and it concluded with John Larkin.
Okay.
Those who played Perry Mason on the radio.
Yep. It wasn't on the TV. It was different.
Well, the TV has always been. My mind's gone blank.
My mind's gone blank too.
Not Richard Basehart.
No.
It'll come to me in just a second. But yes, Bartlett Whitney Robinson was the first actor on radio to portray Perry Mason.
And October 20th, Bela Lugosi was born in 1882. Will Rogers Jr. in 1911. Barney Phillips in 1913. Sherlock Holmes premiered in 1930. And the first soap opera aired on the radio in 1930. Painted Dreams on WGN in Chicago.
I bet. Raymond Burr, by the way.
Raymond Burr
was
yeah.
on TV.
That was the guy who also played Lee Quince.
Okay. But he was not on radio. He never
No.
played him on radio. He was
No.
just on TV.
And I think he also played the skipper, the boss in Dragnet.
Okay.
I think one of the bosses.
Now, Bartlett Robinson and John Larkin both appeared in a TV episode of Perry Mason, but they did not play Perry Mason on TV. That was Raymond Burr. Raymond Burr never played him on the radio. That was Bartlett Robinson, and John Larkin was the one that had for the longest time.
And October 23rd, Fred Allen Show premiered in 1932.
Fred Allen, there you go.
Now we got the quotes for the week.
Okay.
Blue bubble people are so out of touch with Americans.
Blue Bubble People. Clay Buck, Sean, Mark,
That was Hugh Hewitt.
Hugh Hewitt. Okay, I need to throw him in there.
About the libs' attacks on Catholic hospitals.
Yeah, they're very disgusting.
Here's a joke for you. Joe Biden.
That was me.
That was you.
You like that one?
I loved it. If you don't want to look at your stock reports, don't open the envelope.
Linda Stevens.
Yep.
Yep. Because she said envelope, which meant it came in the mail, which meant she's old school.
Yep, she is.
That's right.
Not dealing with meta at all is really good medicine.
Oh, who said that?
Kim Commando.
Kim Commando. She's not wrong. She's
About
not wrong.
Meta, parent company of Facebook.
Facebook, that's right.
And we got the schedule for this week.
Okay.
Tuesday the 18th, tomorrow, Lake Arthur Volleyball at Gateway, 4:30 and 5:30 p.m. Junior high first and high school. JV and varsity girls soccer versus Goddard, 4 and 6 p.m. JV first and varsity. JV and varsity volleyball versus Lovington, 5:30 and 6:30. 8th grade football playoffs at Hobbs Houston, 4:30 p.m. It starts, and the Zia Fall Choir Concert is at 7 p.m. Thursday the 20th, JV and varsity volleyball at Goddard, 5:30 and 6:30. Boys soccer at Portales, 3:30 and 5, it says. And Friday the 21st, Bulldog football at Goddard, 7 p.m. Saturday the 22nd, girls soccer at Lovington, 12 and 2 p.m. And the selection Saturday for 6-man and 8-man football. Results out by 10 p.m. Sunday the 23rd, selection Sunday for soccer. Results out by 10 p.m.
On Sunday.
on Sunday.
For soccer. That's why a couple of big games for the boys and girls this week in soccer. So
Yep.
see how that goes.
We'll see who makes it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see who makes it, in this area.
Yeah. Well, girls are in a pretty good position. I think the boys, if they get a couple of wins this week, are in a good position to get in. So don't know if they'll host, but they should get in, I would think.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. But you got to win. You got to win.
You got to win it to be in it.
That's right. That's right. Let's see. Did you have anything else on that sheet there?
We got it all. We got selection Sundays and selection Saturdays. So
Monday we'll have some state tournament brackets and stuff for.
yep, we'll have some brackets and
Now, did you tell me Lake Arthur didn't do six-man football this year?
No, only middle school.
Only in middle school. Okay. Well, that's kind of a shame. That's kind of a tradition up there.
Yep, they didn't have enough.
Yep. I mentioned before the news break that I was going to share with folks where people watched the football game Friday night.
Okay.
We were in 4 countries and 41 states. The 4 countries are Mexico. We had viewers in Mexico. We had viewers in Canada.
Uh-huh.
We had viewers in Guam.
Mm-hmm.
And what would the 4th state be? A little trivia question here. If we had viewers in 4, state. If we had viewers in 4 countries, and 3 of them were Guam, Mexico, and Canada, what's the 4th country?
The U.S. But,
The United States, yes.
but Guam is a territory.
It is a territory. That's
in the
right.
U.S.
That's right. It's exactly right. Mexico is not.
No.
But that's pretty cool. We had viewers in New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, California, Nevada, Colorado, Missouri, Oklahoma, Illinois, Tennessee, Virginia, Kansas, Indiana, Washington, Ohio, Utah, New York, Louisiana, Alabama, Michigan, Massachusetts, South Dakota, South Carolina, Oregon, Nebraska, Florida, Wyoming, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Idaho, Iowa, West Virginia, Montana, Mississippi, and Georgia. All tuned in to watch Bulldog football on Friday night. Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is.
We had 5,406 views, 2,383 uniques. Better get that one correct. And average duration is 20 minutes. So the average viewer watched for at least 20 minutes on the broadcast. So if you were a sponsor, that means your logo was rolling around. And, of course, commercials played during that 20-minute period of time from time to time. So it's good all around. That's great. I was just happy to see that so many people enjoyed the broadcast. And then, on top of that is the 2,300 on Facebook. That's on top of this 5,400 because that's a different data set.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different data set. So let's see, I went to Iowa schools, so I'm thinking 5,400 and 2,300 is 7,700.
Yep.
That's my Iowa math.
Uh-huh.
I like to joke about that. I was born and raised in Iowa, barking guy. Iowa. Land of corn and hogs.
That's right.
And they have the animals, too.
Yeah, one of my professors in college, he came from Iowa.
Is that right?
And yeah, he taught accounting, and he talked about auditing pig farms.
The pig farms, yeah. And that's why we grow the corn in Iowa, feed the pigs.
Uh-huh.
Michigan is where you're from, right?
Yeah.
Born
that's
and
where-
raised, or
Raised.
raised there? So you weren't born in Michigan.
No.
Yeah. Did your parents tell you where you were born?
Yeah, I know I was born
Okay. All right. In the United States?
in the United States.
Okay. So you're a citizen.
Yeah.
You're not naturalized.
Nope.
Nope. Born here. Raised
here.
in Michigan. What part of Michigan?
Detroit area.
Detroit area. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I talk about Keeners and CKLW,
Uh-huh.
because I
So-
grew up with that.
So is Tom Horton big in Michigan, or is that just a Canadian thing?
I don't remember Tim Hortons growing
Or Tim
up.
Horton? Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't remember it growing up.
Yeah.
I do remember it when I went to Canada.
Yeah. It's a big Canadian coffee chain.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've seen him there.
yeah.
You know, the border's right there.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, if you cross the bridge or the tunnel in Detroit, you go south
Okay.
in Canada.
South into Canada.
You go south. in
Interesting.
Canada.
That's interesting. Just
Because
the way the
Great
lakes
River
are.
goes like this.
Yeah.
So you got Lake St. Clair up here, and then you got Detroit River,
Mm-hmm.
and it flows into Lake Erie.
Okay. So that's a question probably people around here don't always know. I've forgotten, but you probably remember. How many Great Lakes are there?
5.
There are 5 Great Lakes, and you could probably name all 5.
Yeah, there's a memory device. Holmes, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, Superior.
Superior. Those are the 5 Great Lakes.
Yep.
Okay. Now, which one had the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald took place in?
Superior.
Lake Superior. Okay. So that was up north, I guess, in Iron
near
Country.
Paradise.
Okay.
You know, Hell in Paradise is
Yes.
in Michigan.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, Paradise is in the Upper Peninsula, near where the Edmund Fitzgerald went down. And the Shipwreck Museum is north of Paradise.
Okay. And wasn't the first ship to go down in the lake in the Great Lakes. It's not the last one to have gone down, but Gordon Lightfoot did that song that
Yep.
kind of immortalized it, and so people study and read and try to figure out what happened to that particular ship, and all that. Anyway, that's some of your Midwest upbringing. So, what was I remember from a food standpoint, I remember casseroles. Everybody turned
Oh,
everything
yeah.
into casseroles. Was that big in Michigan?
Yeah, casseroles were big.
Uh-huh. It was canning. People ought to do a lot of canning. Get the vegetables out of the garden and can everything for the winter.
My mom did some canning,
Yeah.
but people did more canning. You know, a lot of people did canning.
Yeah. Yeah. We that was an annual routine growing up was, because we had a vegetable garden in the yard. And so we had to can all the vegetables so that we'd have all those vegetables during the winter months, when it got cold and there's snow on the ground. Did you get a lot of snow where you grew up?
Yep. Especially the blizzard of '78. Do you remember that?
I do. Well, I remember the blizzard of, was it 81? The winter of 81, 82 would be 82. 81 into 82.
I don't remember that because I was stationed in San Antonio.
Okay. You didn't have to worry about blizzards down
Didn't
there.
have to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we got from Kith and Kin. Lana went by, and there's a nice little sticker on here that says, enjoy. Has a little smiley face on it.
Mhm.
So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Da-da-da-da! We've got bagels and cream cheese, and we've got a scone and a muffin. So what do we have here? This is a blueberry lemon scone.
Uh-huh.
This is a pumpkin cream cheese muffin. Everything bagel with cream cheese. You don't have a drug test to take today, do you?
No.
Okay, so you should be able to eat. And then green chili cheddar bagel with cream cheese. So you can get pastries, you can get their gourmet breakfast sandwiches, or maybe you just want a pumpkin cream cheese muffin or an everything bagel with some cream cheese. Is that our theme for today, cream cheese? And of course the scones. Don't forget the scones. So doesn't that look wonderful?
It does.
Yeah. I think I'd like to have a half a bagel. I'd have to decide. Let's see. Pumpkin spice. Pumpkin.
I was writing it fast.
You added a G on the pumpkin. You have pumpkin. It's okay.
No, that's an S.
That's an S?
Do you see pumpkin spice?
Oh, I do see that now. Crumb cheese? Are you sure that's not cream cheese? It looks like crumb cheese. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The pumpkin spice cream cheese muffin.
I'll type it up in
No, it's in triplicate. No, it's fine. So Jeffrey's comment is that this muffin right here, this pumpkin spice cream cheese muffin, is amazing. That's what Jeffrey wrote right there on this note. It's amazing. So we'll let the barking guy have first dibs in the deal. When did, okay, so we need to go to the news.
Okay, and go dogs. Arf!
All right, we'll be back on the other side.